Hi, I'm Jon Weiler, and I'm the creator of Survival Trial. I'm sitting on my front porch, enjoying a nice early spring day. Kind of hoping that spring will stay, since we're experiencing one of the longest winters that I can remember right now. We're about 2 weeks away from the ST4 Daybreaker, to be held on May 18th, 2013, in northeast New Mexico. So I'm very excited about this, and I'm talking to you now, competitors who are preparing yourselves for this 24-hour survival-based endurance shooting event. What I want to talk to you about is the organization that each one of you teams are raising money for. And that's the Warrior Rendezvous. The Warrior Rendezvous was created conceptually around September of last year. And we did not get an opportunity to hold a Warrior Rendezvous in 2012 like we had planned. And much of this was funding related and other logistics that were involved. So the plan this year, with the sponsorship for you teams who are competing in the survival trials, are to raise money for these individual rendezvous. We are an organization. This is created and coordinated by myself. And I am a combat veteran. I have post-traumatic stress. I have been analyzing the symptoms that have been greatly affecting my life ever since I have had left a combat zone. And it has taken quite a bit of time to be able to fully identify and then be able to manage these symptoms of post-traumatic stress. So this is very near and dear to my heart because it affects me and it affects many people that I care about. Suicide is a epidemic and amongst veterans, and that's veterans of all ages, not just this global war on terrorism. It is of all ages. But it is an epidemic. An epidemic is a terrible, terrible word to use when it comes to suicide, to veterans taking their own lives. So this is extremely important. The Warrior Rendezvous, we utilize outdoor activities, and a lot of this really based on the location of the rendezvous itself. So, for example, teams that will be competing in the ST4 Daybreaker and then the ST5 Sundowner, you'll be raising money for the Warrior Rendezvous Southwest, and that takes place on October 17th through 20th in northeastern New Mexico. It's actually at the NRA Whittington Center. And for this particular one, we utilize a wilderness-based activities to include survival-based classes and things originating around working outdoors, while integrating the therapeutic model within that activity. So the intent here is to, number one, start to discuss openly what post-traumatic stress is, and start to have a more of a frank discussion to the symptoms and how the symptoms control our lives. And then once we can identify the symptoms and how they individually affect us, then we can start the management of it. Because everything comes back to control. And our lives are precious. Every single day is precious. It's a gift to us. And one day less that we have to struggle is a good day. So that is our goal here. We want to stop the focus on the past or stop the influence of the past. And we want to start getting our young men and young women and veterans really of all ages to start looking forward, looking towards the future in a positive fashion, hopeful fashion. So I ask you teams to take some time and spread the word about the Warrior Rendezvous. And, you know, we all work hard in everything that we do, especially the train-up for these survival trials. And I myself, I'm very appreciative, number one, that you decide to take this challenge to put yourselves through this test that you're about to go through. But I'd also like you to take a look into the benefit to our veterans, the good things that we hope to accomplish with the Warrior Rendezvous, and start to spread the word, and start to have the conversations about post-traumatic stress, to start to eliminate the stigma that's around this, first of all, and start integrating our friends and family members and the people that we care about back into life. Okay, so competitors, I wish you well here in the last few weeks leading up to the ST4 Daybreaker, and for those of you who are preparing for the ST5 Sundowner in September. And I look forward to meeting you all very soon. For more information on the Warrior Rendezvous, check us out at www.warriorrendezvous.com. And for everybody else, follow these teams as they go through the survival trial arena, and read their bios and sponsor them. Sponsor their train up and sponsor their journey through this survival trial ST4 Daybreaker arena. Okay, I'm Jon Weiler, creator of the survival trial, creator and coordinator of the Warrior Rendezvous. And I will talk to everybody here in a couple of weeks during the ST4 Daybreaker and keep everybody up to date on how these teams are doing. Thank you.